Welcome in one and all to the North County Sports Network. My name is Ian Binky, and along with Anthony Lambert, our camera operator, and Mr. Lasher, we're bringing to you today's North County varsity baseball action as the Knights take on the Eagles of Northeast High School. Once again, my name is Ian Binky. Should be a great matchup for us here today. The Knights coming in with a record of 7-3, impressive record as they come into the final week of the season. Coming off of a win yesterday against Old Mill High School. Old Mill, of course, winning the state championship just a couple years ago. So a big win for the Knights as they're looking to continue that momentum here into today's matchup against the Eagles. Should be a great game here as the Knights will turn to their ace starting pitcher, Carson Lowman, out on the mound. He's been their ace, he's been their rock, and he's looking to continue his hot streak in the pitching. So I'm trying to get everything pulled up here correctly, as here we go. Carson Lowman, it's 17 2/3 innings pitched so far this year. He boasts a 1-1 record in those 3 games, only allowing 10 hits, scattering 11 runs in those outings, but only 5 of those runs have been earned, distributing 10 walks over those innings as well, and 14 strikeouts, a large number up there on the board. A whip of a good number here, 1.13. Of course, a whip number that you want as low as possible. That means walks and hits allowed per inning. So the lower, the better, and Lowman's stat very good there. And the Knights will hope for him to continue that run and look for some steady defense behind him. We're getting started here very shortly. We're having the meeting here between the head coaches and the umpires. We're getting things set up. We'll be back shortly here with the lineups and the first pitch when we return to the North County Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back here to North County High School as we're about ready to get started here. Teams have taken the field, at least North County Knights have, as they will start off on defense. But first off, here's the Northeast Eagles starting lineup. Leading off is the catcher, Ryan Hatch, and then Tyler Kohavy and Aiden Stankiewicz will fill in the 2 and 3 holes. Mason Dickey, the starting pitcher, and he's hitting cleanup, followed by Josh Arnold, Nate Wilburn, Mason Canopy, Paul Moger, and then Sean Fluher DHing. He's taking the spot rather, or 1 second here, might have a, yeah, Fluher. He's DHing. He's taking the spot of Connolly, who's playing left field. And as we mentioned, Carson Lowman out on the mound. Starting pitcher here for the Knights, a 1-1 record on the year, a sub 1.5 ERA. Very good statistics there on the mound. An interesting note, he is pitching to his brother, Kyle Lowman. Something that might not be all that out of the ordinary here at high school baseball, but as you progress up the levels, it's rare to see. So it's awesome to see that combination between the Lowman brothers here being the starting battery here for the Knights. Stepping in for the Eagles is Ryan Hatch. The right-hander steps in the box, a lefty-righty matchup, and the first pitch is in there, or in the mitt of Kyle Lowman. It misses high for ball 1. Hatch, as we mentioned, the starting catcher here today for the Eagles. Second pitch missing low. Lowman trying to find his grip here. Trying to find his release point. Hatch jumps out to an 2-0 lead here in the count. Lowman sets, winds, delivers a fastball in there for strike 1 right at the knees. Hatch seemed to be taking all the way there, waiting till he got a strike from the Knights ace. 2-1 is the count here to Ryan Hatch. At pitch on the inside edge for strike 2. Hatch tried to turn away, but no luck there. Pitch caught the inside portion of the zone. Fifth pitch of the at-bat here on its way to Hatch. A swing and a fly ball towards the right side. Settling under it and making the catch there for the Knights is the right fielder, Haber. That's the first out of the inning. So we record that F9 in your scorebooks if you keep your score at home. 1 down in the inning, leadoff hitter is set aside, and that brings up Tyler Cohavy. Another right-handed hitter, filling the role and shortstop here on defense. First pitch missing there for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one's fouled back towards the parking lot here. Baseball field here at North County settled right in between the high school and Hilltop Elementary. A lot of players here for the Knights. Probably went K through 5th grade here at Hilltop, as breaking ball in there for a strike. Now 1-2 is the count here to Cohavy. Lowman, the lefty, sets, winds, deals. Try to go high fastball, getting him to chase. Cohavy said no way. The count is even here, 2-2. Lowman working effectively here thus far. A 2-2 delivery, breaking ball fouled away right into the North County dugout. Look out. Everyone seems to be all right over there, ducking out of the way of the heat seeker. First base coach here for the Eagles picks up the loose ball. We can continue here. Another 2-2 delivery will be on its way. A breaking ball looked like a slider diving in towards the feet of Cohavy. He leaves off. And now a full count, the first of the afternoon here for Lowman. Lowman to Cohavy here. The 3-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Cohavy offers that the fastball looked to be darting up and away, and he cuts through it for the first strikeout and the second out of the inning. Now that brings up Aiden Stankiewicz, another right-handed hitter. He's guarding first base here for the Eagles. He's hoping to keep the top half of the first inning alive. Here's a swing and a foul ball straight back, causing some of the fans here to our right side to flinch. Foul ball is strike 1 here, 0-1 to Stankiewicz. Lowman sets, winds, deals a breaking ball, a beauty of a pitch there. Might have actually been a little bit of a reverse motion on it as it darted away from the right-handed hitter. 0-2 is the count here to Stankiewicz. The delivery. A check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the first base umpire. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Eagles, as the Knights will be coming to hit. Haber, Reyes, and Lowman due up for the Knights when we come back. Back here at North County High School for the bottom half of the first inning. We do have some issues with our on-screen scoreboard that we're trying to solve here. Just issues with converting it from our Photoshop document to a image, but we're trying to resolve them as quickly as possible here. Starting lineup here for the North County Knights, as we mentioned, Justin Haber, Landon Reyes, and Carson Lowman will be due up here to start things off in the Knights half of the first inning. Then Kyle Lowman hits in the cleanup spot, and he's doing the catching duties. Bobby Hardesty will be the first baseman. And then Thor Hildebrand, one of the greatest names in all of Anne Arundel County baseball. He is at third base. Then Austin Carter, Kevin Hudson, and Brady Weichert fill out the bottom half of the order. Stepping in here and leading the Knights off is Justin Haber. He recorded a out in the field here in the first, in their defensive half of the inning, looking to lead the Knights off offensively as well. Haber, the lefty, the first left-handed batter we've seen step into the box all game. First pitch on its way right there at the knees for strike one. Pitcher for the for the Eagles is Mason Dickey. Right-hander, standing tall out there on the mound. Sets, winds, and delivers. That ball missing low in the dirt, went to the breaking ball. 1-1 is the count to Haber. Haber so far this season, a 192 average, a 594 OPS. A swing on the 1-2 pitch, fouled straight back, and the count now even 2-2. Haber in the leadoff spot, recording 2 RBIs, crossing the plate 7 times. One and two delivery, and that one's fouled straight back once again. North County Knight went to go fetch that foul ball. He'll have to fetch another one there. 2 in the same spot, pretty much off the bat of Haber in foul territory. Count remains 1-2. Here's the pitch, a swing and a fly ball. Shallow, and actually the first baseman, Stankiewicz, will field it in foul territory. And that will be the first out of the inning. So a pop out into foul territory for the first out off the bat of Haber. And that brings in Landon Reyes. Brief mound meeting here between the catcher and pitcher. That's Hatch and Dickey. Perhaps subbing out sign. Might have been some confusion there. Regardless, 1 out here in the inning for the Knights. And that brings in Reyes. Reyes, the center fielder here today for North County. Winding and delivering is Dickey. Pitch starting away from the batter, Reyes. Count is 1-0. Reyes hitting .344, one of the better averages on this team for the Knights. As a fastball right middle, that one's popped up, shallow center field. In on it though, and making the catch is Wilburn for the second out here in the inning. And that will bring up one of the North County Knights senior stars in Carson Lowman. Lowman doing the pitching here. Set down the Eagles in order and now trying to help out his own cause. Lowman does have 1 home run on the year. It's a pitch missing low here to Lowman. Count is 1-0. And Lowman, 1 home run on the year, 8 RBIs. As that one is grooved, and that one's sent out to center field, heading back, racing back, twisting and turning, and diving down. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. And what a catch out there by Wilburn, his second out of the inning, and that retires the Knights. So not for the lack of trying, but the Knights retired in order. 2 flyouts to center field, including a nice catch by Wilburn, retires the side as we head to the second inning. Still no score here from North County High School. Welcome back here to North County High School as we're getting set for the top of the second inning. Trying to get things underway as they throw down here from Lowman, and we're about set to go as Mason Dickey, the pitcher, stepping in to hit here. It's one thing you'll notice in high school baseball or in the major leagues, pitchers usually hit in the bottom of the order, or they don't hit at all if you're watching American League Baseball. But here at high school, pitchers more often than not hit for themselves and are very good at it. Mason Dickey looking to prove my point here as he steps into the right-handed batter's box. Lefty-righty matchup once again as a high fastball from Lowman is cut on and missed. 1 out, or 1 strike here to the batter, Mason Dickey. Time called by, I believe, by Dickey at the plate, wanting a second here. Lowman working pretty quickly out there on the mound. It's one thing I know from my freshman year here playing JV baseball at North County High School is a pitch missing up and away. 1-1 count even here to Dickey. The Knights, especially JV coach here, Jake Geis, praising a pace of play as a breaking ball cut on and missed. Dickey wanted to hold off on it, but home plate umpire said he went. 1-2 is the count. Geis definitely preaching the fundamentals of baseball here, wanting the players and the pitchers especially to move quickly out there on the mound as a swing and a fly ball out here to center. Moving in and making the catch out there in center field is Landon Reyes, 1 down in the inning here in the top of the second. one thing that gets on Coach Geiss's nerves the most is a pitcher that lays us around out the mound, takes his sweet time in between pitches as it lulls the defense to sleep, as he says. Wants to keep the defense on their toes as it limits the errors. As the first pitch, missing just a tad inside to Josh Arnold, third baseman. Parents and family and fans here at North County wanted the call. No luck from the home plate umpire. As the second pitch darts away. 2-0 is the count to Arnold, the Eagles' third baseman. Here's the pitch, that one missing low. 3-0 is the count to Arnold. Yet to see a base runner yet to this point in the ballgame. Arnold hoping to be the first here for Northeast. Lefty Lowman deals. And a fastball missing just high. And we have our first base runner in the form of Josh Arnold. He reaches base through a 4-pitch walk. Now Nate Wilburn, the center fielder, stepping in. Wilburn, as we mentioned, made that nice catch out there in center field to retire the Knights in the bottom of the first. He's hoping to continue his good fortunes here at the plate. Working from the stretch here is Lowman, as first pitch is a fastball swung on and missed for the first strike. Mentioned Lowman doing a good job of limiting base runners, and when base runners do reach as a fastball missing low here, count even at 1, they rarely ever cross home plate, at least in the form of the earned run. As he sets, and a breaking ball way out in front of it was Wilburn. Sitting fastball there and was fooled by the breaking ball pitch. 1-2 is the count. Setting, working quickly here is Lowman. A swing and a miss, strike 3. Wilburn is retired, second out of the inning. And that brings in Mason Canopy. Canopy, the right fielder for the Eagles. Runner on first base is Arnold. He worked his way on via the walk as a fastball working in the inside edge, called strike 1. Small lead over there at first base for Arnold. A stretch delivery, foul ball, another one straight back here to the fence. Count quickly here, 0-2 to the Northeast right fielder. Lowman shakes off call from his brother Kyle. Finally says yes, strike 3 called. A beauty of a breaking ball there. We're going to the curveball. Just have it. As Canopy is struck out and the side is retired. One man reaches via the walk, but he's left on as we head to the bottom of the second. Still no score here at North County. We're back here to North County High School as we enter the bottom of the second. no score here between the Knights and the Northeast Eagles as Kyle Lowman steps in here for the Knights, hoping to change that fact. So we're getting our scoreboard set up here as a fastball just missing the outside edge here to Lowman. Shout out to Mr. Lasher for fixing that. Here's the 1-0. A two-seam fastball in there for strike one. 1-1 is the count.
Now you ready?
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball missing low to Lowman. And the count now is Kyle Lowman, a 2-1. A swinging on 2-1. He pops it up to the left side. Three fielders racing in. The left fielder, that is Connolly, calls everyone off. He reels in the catch. One down here in the Knights' half of the second inning. Here we go. We got our scoreboard up. We're going to fix it here and put it down in the corner. And we're all set to go. Just in time for Bobby Hardesty to step in. He watches the first pitch, breaking ball. Not quite breaking enough, just missing a little bit high for the first ball. Here's the 1-0 count to Hardesty. Swinging away at 1-0 and coming up empty. 1-1 is the count here to the Knights senior. Hardesty hitting .333 on the year, a .500 on base percentage. Excellent statistics there. As he watches a fastball there, right at the knees, called strike two. Hardesty only one extra base hit on the year though, which was a double a couple of games ago. Here's the 1-2 delivery, swing and a foul tip held on and squeezed by the catcher Hatch. And Hardesty is retired. Two down here for the Knights as they're relying on Thor Hildebrand to keep the inning alive. Hildebrand for the Knights, 7 RBIs. He's one of the team leaders in that category as he swings on the first pitch and flies one out here to left center field. But under it, running and making a nice catch there is Connolly, and the side is retired. Knights set down in order once again with 2 flyouts and a strikeout as we head to the top of the third. Still no score here from North County. We're back here in North County as we're scoreless through 2 innings. And stepping in for the Eagles is Paul Moger, looking to bring about a change to that. Another lefty-righty matchup here. Entirely righty so far in the order as a shallow flare here to shallow right field, but making a nice catch on the run was Kevin Hudson, and he puts it away for the first out of the inning. And that brings in Sean Fleur. Fleur DHing here, filling in the role for Connolly, who's playing left field. Working quickly here is Lowman. First pitch fastball just missing a tad high for ball one. The second pitch in there, strike one. The count is even here, 1-1. Pardon me for the breaks in the commentary as we're loading up graphics as well. A fastball just missing the outside edge. Count now 2-1. Lowman winds and deals. Fastball darting the outside edge. Called strike two, I do believe. Fleur did try to check his swing. Either way, the count is 2-2, called or a swinging strike there. Time called at the plate by Fleur. So far, only one base runner combined between the two teams. A breaking ball called strike three. Well, Lowman has the curveball working here tonight. That's his second called strikeout on the breaking ball there on a two-strike pitch. The Eagles are going to have to choke up on the bat if they want to do anything with that pitch. Much slower than his fastball here. 2 down in the inning. And the first pitch here to Hatch, well inside. Has to twist out of the way. Lowman has recorded 5 strikeouts here through 2 2/3 rather. As that pitch is fouled right here. Lowman looking to make a catch, tumbling as he does, but Kyle Lowman holds on for the third out. Well, once again, the Eagles are retired in order. 2 strikeouts, or 1 strikeout this time does the job, though, for Lowman as we head to the bottom of the third. Still no score here from North County. Back here for the bottom of the third. Still a scoreless ball game here between the Knights and Eagles. Just joining us, my name is Ian Binky, accompanied by broadcast partners Anthony Lambert and Mr. Lasher. They're helping out on the graphics side of things. I'm providing the commentary here as the Knights will look to 7, 8, 9 to get on the scoreboard. That it's Austin Carter leading off. Right-hander steps into the box. First pitch to Carter, in there for strike one. Carter fulfilling shortstop duties here for the Knights. As the 0-1 delivery up at the eyes, but Carter could not resist, offers at it, and comes up empty for strike two. Carter has had some struggles this season. Only 2 hits through 24 at-bats. As this one's poked to right field, but it will curve foul. Count remains 0-2. Carter steps back in. Here's the pitch, and strike 3 called on the inside corner on the curveball. Carter straightened up. He thought he had another chance there and it was a ball, but home plate umpire rings him up for the first out of the inning. It's the second strikeout for Dickey. That brings up Kevin Hudson. Hudson, one of the guys I played with when I was on the JV roster back in 9th grade. As here's the first pitch to Kevin Hudson. It misses in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 here to Hudson. Just missing the inside edge. Good eye there by Kevin. Two 2-0 is the count to Hudson, boasting a .400 on base percentage so far this season. That one missing inside. 3-0 up early in the count. Here is Kevin Hudson. So it's definitely no issue in terms of batting eye. More walks and strikeouts so far this season for Kevin. And he's taking all the way, and it misses low for ball 4. The Knights have their first base runner of the afternoon. So Hudson finds his way on, works a 4-pitch, 1-out walk. That brings in Brady Weichert. The 9 hole has been referred to as the second leadoff spot for many reasons, and Weichert looking to make that role come true through 4 games. 6 at-bats, 2 hits, as this one is flared out to left field, and that one will drop for a base hit, the first of the afternoon. Connolly fields, and he will race it into the infield, but the Knights are threatening here with 1 out. They got 2 base runners on after the first hit of the ball game from Brady Weichert. And now the lineup card turns over for the first time here this afternoon for the Knights, as Justin Haber will step in for his second at-bat. Haber led off the ball game with a pop-out in foul territory to the first baseman, Aiden Stankiewicz. The left-handed batter steps in to the box, staring down the batter, or the pitcher rather. And the wind and delivery, squaring the bunt, gets it down the third baseline. It's a beauty, but it's just foul. Good whereabouts there by the catcher Hatch to just swipe at it, make contact to make sure the ball does not roll back fair. We'll see if Haber decides to square around again. Haber back into the box here. Timeout is called. Haber perhaps just wanting to take a deep breath here. Haber, another guy, not much power on the bat. Through 26 at-bats, only 1 extra base hit. However, all he needs is just a single likely to score Hudson from second. Hudson does have a good set of wheels on him. Here's the pitch, faking the steal and lining it through the gap in right. There's a base hit. Winding around third, heading home and scoring. And now a chance over here at third base. And he is out. Weichert trying to go from first to third. A throw was cut off there. A good play, but the Knights have scored the first run of the ball game. So mark that as an RBI single for Haber. As Hudson scores from second, the Knights have a 1-0 lead. As now here's Landon Reyes stepping in. Runner on first base here for the Knights still after the RBI single from Haber. Spin and a throw over to first, just keeping an eye on him. Another spin and throw. Keeping a close eye on Haber over there. Haber this season does have a stolen base to his name. As the first pitch in there for strike one to Reyes. Just joining us, a 1-0 lead here for the Knights. For Justin Haber just lined a base hit to right field, scoring Kevin Hudson from second. A pitch, and that one's lined to left field. Should it stay fair, it's trouble, but it will go foul. A good swing there from Reyes. New scoreboard should be coming up momentarily here for you with the updated 1-0 score line here, an advantage for the Knights. As a pitch, fastball just missing the inside edge. Excellent take there from Reyes. Count now 1-2. Take even more superb there with the 2-strike count. Another spin and a pickoff attempt there at first. Headlong dive from Haber, but he's back in safe. 1-2 is the count here to Landon Reyes. Here's the pitch. Running with the pitch, and that's a base hit here to left. The Knights putting it on here offensively, finally finding a swing as there's another base hit, this time from Landon Reyes. Hit and run wasn't able to move Haber over to third, but now Knights with another base runner in scoring position with 2 down here in the inning. As now Carson Lowman steps in. Lowman 0 for 1, flew out back in the first inning to end that half, flew out to center. Runners on first and second base here for North County. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball catches the outside edge for strike one. Dickey sets, checks the runner at second. Now a pitch. Went to the slide step, I believe, there to manage the base runner, Haber, over there at second. Pitch misses outside for ball one. 1-1 is the count here to Carson Lowman. Another spin and a wheel and throw over to second base. And the throw gets away. Haber pops up and moves over to third. That will go down as a throwing error on the pitcher, allowing Haber to move over from second to third. So now runners on the corners for North County. One and run remains the count here to Carson Lowman. And here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Here in foul territory, moving in and making the catch was Arnold, and that will retire the side. But the Knights strike finally here, breaking the ice and scoring the first run of the ball game thanks to 3 hits and an RBI single from Justin Haber got the Knights in business as they carry a 1-0 lead here into the 4th inning. here in the bottom or top half of the fourth inning. The Knights just jumped out to a 1-0 lead thanks to an RBI single from Justin Haber. Eagles are looking for a response. They'll turn to Tyler Cohavy to lead things off here in their half of the fourth. Carson Lowman still out there on the mound for the Knights. Fastball just missing high for the first ball of the at-bat. Cohavy struck out. First strike. He was the first strikeout victim of the game for Lowman. He catches a fastball there up in the upper half of the zone for strike one. 1-1 is the count. And another pitch in there for strike two. Lowman working effectively here. 5 strikeouts so far on the afternoon, as that one's chopped to short. Fielding and throwing over to first and making the catch over there. A nice short hop pick over there by Hardesty after the throw from Carter. 6-3 on the putout, and Cohavy is retired. It's the first ground ball we've seen this afternoon. Largely fly balls and pop-outs, but finally a ball put on the ground. As Cohavy is retired, that brings in Stankiewicz. First pitch to Stankiewicz misses in the dirt. That's ball one. It's the new game of baseball we're seeing here put on display as well. See it at the big league level as a fastball there on the inside edge for strike one. 1-1 is the count. Seeing more and more baseballs put up into the air. Launch angle is the new buzzword as a swing and a miss. Fooled a little bit there at the plate with Stankiewicz. 1-2 is the count. Fastballs, unless you're a speed demon, more or less frowned upon in today's game of baseball, as a foul ball there staying alive. Count remains 1-2. In a high school game, ground balls aren't as frowned upon as you would think, as throwing errors and fielding errors seemingly more prevalent. As a swing and a miss, strike three. 6th strikeout of the afternoon for Carson Lowman. Second time Stankiewicz has been retired on strikes. That brings in Mason Dickey. Dickey 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. His first time up. You want to have as many fielders touch the ball as possible if you're going to put the ball in play, as that one's fouled straight back for strike one. It's another thing I know the coaching staff at North County, just contact is anything any coach will praise in today's game of baseball. Strikeouts on the rise, contact becoming less and less common in today's game of baseball, as that pitch misses in the dirt. 1-1 is the count. Lowman doing a good job, though, of limiting contact. Several strikeouts so far in today's ball game, as that one runs in and hits Dickey. Fastball seemed to get away from Lowman there, as it ran in and caught Dickey on the leg. He'll jog down to first base as the Eagles have a 2-out base runner. And now a courtesy runner will take his spot. Pitchers and catchers can be relieved and lifted for a courtesy runner here. We'll try to get you a number. I believe that will be number 1, Will Ward, taking the spot of Dickey out there. Unless Ward is actually taking his spot. Umpires recording something in their notebooks out there. We'll have to keep an eye out on that, see if Dickey returns to the mound in the next inning, and it is Ward at first base. Lowman with a 2-out base runner working in here to Josh Arnold. And Arnold offers it a high fastball, comes up empty. 0-1 is the count. The lefty Lowman takes a look over at first, and he'll give a quick throw over to the first baseman. That's Bobby Hardesty. In safely, though, is Ward. 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. North County leads 1-0. 2-out base runner, though, for the Eagles as a breaking ball out on the outside edge, called strike 2. And once again, the breaking ball, excellent pitch in the back pocket in the repertoire of Carson Lowman. We'll see if his brother Kyle goes to it again here. 2-strike count. Nope, goes fastball and a swing and a miss. 7th strikeout of the night and the 2nd of the inning. And the 3rd out gets Lowman out of the inning. Well, a base runner does reach on the walk, or on the hit by pitch rather, but he is stranded at first base as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Knights still lead by the score of 1-0. Welcome back here to North County High School for the bottom of the 4th inning. The Knights lead this one thus far 1-0. Knights also lead in the hit category 3-0. Something to keep an eye on as this game progresses. As Kyle Lowman steps in here for the Knights, leading their half of the bottom of the 4th. Taking first pitch. The first pitch is in there to Lowman for strike 1. Lowman, his first at bat, flew out to left. And here's another pop-up, this time foul ground. Catcher and third baseman in there, and Arnold calls him off. He makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. That's the 2nd put out in foul territory for Arnold over there at third base. 2nd or 3rd? Yeah, he's 2nd. And the 3rd overall here for the Knights. Popping the ball up in foul territory, just getting under the ball, trying to time things up. As the first pitch is a breaking ball to Hardesty. He takes a bit low for ball 1. Hardesty struck out in his first plate appearance. Here's the 0-1 or 1-0 delivery. This one's popped up again. This time fair territory, settling under it and making the catch is Kohavy there at short. And that is the 2nd out of the inning. Knights moving quickly here in the bottom of the 4th. And that brings up Thor Hildebrand. Hildebrand, he flew out to left field his first time at plate as well. As he watches the first pitch, missing a bit high there. 1-0 is the count. Here's the 1-0 to Hildebrand. He pops this one up as well. Catcher under it, Hatch reels it in for the catch, and that is the 3rd out. 3 pop-ups, 3 outs here for the Knights as they're retired in order as we head to the 5th. Still a 1-0 lead here for North County. We're back here for the top of the 5th inning from North County. Still on the mound is Carson Lowman. He's been excellent so far. 7 strikeouts by my count. Yep, 7 strikeouts, at least 1 in every inning, as he returns to the mound for a 5th inning of work. And the first batter that he will face is Nate Wilburn. Wilburn was a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. First pitch, fastball missing outside. Count is 1-0 to Wilburn. Lowman couldn't quite find the grip on that pitch, missing a little bit outside, a little bit high as well. 2-0 is the count to Wilburn. Only 2 base runners have reached so far to this point.
There you go. There you go.
And swing and a miss, strike 1. One moment here, the camera goes to sleep on us rather regularly here. We're all good now. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. Anthony Lambert's on it though, keeping it awake. 2-2 is the count here to Wilburn. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul, straight back, staying alive. And that one just missing a car in the parking lot. It's not the only game that's going on in the baseball game. There's a softball game going down, happening between North County and Northeast as well. Just a little bit down the street here. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the breaking ball, going to the curveball once again. And Wilburn is retired on strikes. His second strikeout, Lowman's 8th of the afternoon. North County girls softball entering the game with a flawless record. Don't mean to, put the hex on them or anything, feverishly knocking on wood, but hoping to finish out the season with a perfect record, as a first pitch in there to Mason Canopy is in there for strike 1. North County softball, always one of the better sports programs here for the Knights, as that pitch missing low and catching a piece of the umpire. He's walking it off, giving himself a brief moment, recollecting himself. The pitch missed low. It's a 1-1 count. The Knights will have a brief mound visit here. Gives us a moment to talk about North County softball. I believe they have a 9-0 record so far this year, including a thrilling 8-inning 1-0 walk-off win over Chesapeake a couple of days ago. Chesapeake, the other softball powerhouse. And that's a matchup we could expect to see once the playoffs roll around, which are right around the corner. Playoffs always an exciting time of year, especially for the spring sports season. It's both baseball and softball putting together a nice team, as a pitch outside there for ball 2. 2-1 is the count. Hoping to make a deep playoff run, as a foul ball towards the North County dugout. Everyone all right over there. Bounces off of the netting in front of the dugout. Count now even 2-2 here to Canopy. Canopy struck out looking his first time up back in the second inning. Ended that second inning. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. This one's grounded to second. Hudson Fields throws over to Hardesty at first. And the side is, rather not the side is retired. They had two outs up on the scoreboard before the out was recorded. Got me off of my guard a little bit there, but 2 outs in the inning. Canopy is retired 4-3 on the putout. And that brings up Paul Moger. He popped out to Hudson, his first time up. As he watches the first pitch in there at the knees for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Caught looking. And the count has run here 0-2. Ahead in the count once again here is Hardesty. Lowman. Lowman goes to the breaking ball. Check swing. Appeal down to first. No go. 1-2 is now the count to Moger. We'll see if Lowman goes back to the breaking ball. He shakes off one sign. Finally nods his head yes. Winds and delivers. Goes to the fastball. This one's chopped to first, but it will go to the right side of the bag. It's a foul ball. Staying alive in the count remains 1-2. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like the noise of the cicadas has died down as a breaking ball called strike 3 right on the outside edge. A beauty of a breaker. He's got it working today. 9 strikeouts so far for Lowman as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. Once again, go the Eagles as we head to the bottom of the 5th. The Knights still lead this one by the score of 1-0. We're back here for the bottom of the 5th. Leading things off here for the Knights will be Austin Carter. Carter struck out looking his first time at bat. Looking to change his fortunes here. Here's the first pitch, squaring to bunt. Gets the infielders charging in, but takes a breaking ball on the outside edge for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one runs in and hits Carter. For a second, a hesitation there. Thought umpire was going to call him back. But instead, it's a hit by pitch. The Knights have a leadoff base runner. It's the first time this afternoon that the North County Knights, or rather either team, has had the leadoff man reach base. Carter does it by the way of a hit by pitch. And now there's a discussion here between the Northeast head coach and the umpire. And now I believe we're going to have a meeting here between the umpires discussing whether or not Carter made an effort to get out of the way of the pitch. According to the rules here for high school baseball, the batter has to make an effort, and it goes for my league as well. Batter has to make an effort to get out of the way. Carter definitely stood still and let the ball hit him. Home plate umpire's ruling was that he did do enough to get out of the way, and the umpire making his way back over here to the Northeast dugout, discussing things and explaining his ruling, I believe, here. And he's going to rule, I believe he's going to rule that it was a hit by pitch. If he said that Carter did not make an effort to get out of the way, it would just go as a ball, but instead it's going to be ruled as a hit by pitch. The Knights leadoff base runner will remain on base as Carter is on first base, and Hudson will hit here, making his second trip to the plate. His first time up, he worked a walk and later came around to score the only run of the ball game to this point. Part of a 3-hit inning for the Knights. as he's squaring a bunt, gets this one down. Fielding and throwing over to first is the pitcher Dickey, but it's low, and unable to dig it out was Sankowitz. So reaching base is Kevin Hudson. We'll wait for an official ruling on that one. I believe it will go as a throwing error. The second error of the afternoon for Nason Dickey. Runners on first and second here for the Knights for Brady Weichert. Stepping off and resetting here is Dickey. Weichert was the first hit of the ball game, reached base on a single back in the third. As they do put it up, it is a throwing error here for Northeast, as Weichert squares around the bunt, but he pulls back and the pitch is at the knees, called strike one. Interesting approach here for the Knights, as we've seen several batters square around a bunt once a batter reaches base. Here's Weichert with 2 runners on, nobody out. Squaring the bunt again. This time he gets it up down the line. It's a foul ball. Just on the line. Nearly disaster there for the Eagles, as it didn't look like anyone was covering first base. Could have seen bases loaded for the Knights, but instead it's a foul ball. And now we have a 2-strike count to the left fielder, Weichert. Likely we'll see him swinging away should a pitch be in the vicinity of the strike zone. Unlikely we'll see him bunt here with 2 strikes, especially if he does have a base hit so far in today's ball game. Here's a pitch. That one's grounded to third. Stepping on third for the first out and throwing over to first for the double play is Arnold. Great heads-up play there to tag first base or third base for the first out before throwing over to first. So now the Knights went from having 2 runners on and nobody out to just a runner on second base with 2 down here in the inning, as Haber steps in for his 3rd plate appearance. Haber, 1 for 2 today. Had the RBI single as the breaking ball in the dirt. A nice block back there by Hatch to keep Hudson over there at second base. Haber, his single went to left field. Also popped out in foul territory to the first baseman. Breaking ball misses low. 2-0 is the count here to Haber. He's up early in the count. 2-0 is the count here to the right fielder Haber. Taking all the way on that pitch, and it was right there at the knees for strike one. Dickey working here. Runner on second base, that's Kevin Hudson. Here's the pitch. That one's grounded foul towards the first base side. Count now even 2-2. Haber, I believe he's a junior. One of the better players here on the roster. I believe his is his second year on varsity. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball missing high and outside. Now the count full, 3-2. We'll see if Hudson is off with the pitch on second base. He's not, as that one's flared out to shallow right field. Right fielder stumbles, but Canopy still reels it in for the catch. Base runner stranded here as the Knights put a couple of base runners on, but nobody crosses the plate. So we head into the 6th inning. Knights still lead this one by the score of 1-0. Welcome back here for the top of the 6th inning here on the North County Sports Network. Just joining us, my name is Ian Binky, accompanied by Anthony Lambert and Mr. Lasher. They're bringing you this broadcast of North County Baseball. The Knights lead 1-0. A 3-hit inning back in the 3rd gave the Knights the lead, as stepping in here is Sean Fleur. He takes first pitch high and outside and calls time before the 2nd pitch is underway. Justin Haber recorded the RBI single. Carson Lowman has been dealing on the mound for the Knights as a swing and a foul ball to the backstop here. 1-1 is the count here to Fleur. So far, 9 strikeouts. Only 2 base runners have reached, as that one misses in the dirt. Good block by Lowman. Good to practice that, even though nobody's on base. Don't want to get too lazy there as a backstop, as that pitch is fouled straight back, and that bounces it out into the parking lot. 2-2 is the count here to the 9-hole hitter Fleur. Here's the 2-2 delivery, breaking ball, but that one misses high and away. Full count here, only the 2nd batter to reach a full count for the Northeast Eagles. Here's the payoff pitch. That one called, strike 3 on the inside edge, and Fleur is not too happy about it. He thought it was inside, but the on-plate umpire rings him up. It's the 10th strikeout for Carson Lowman in the ballgame. 10 strikeouts through 4 1/3, or rather 5 1/3. We're here in the top of the 6th. As stepping in is Ryan Hatch. He takes first pitch high and outside. Hatch is 0 for 2. A fly out and a foul out so far to this point, as he pops this one up towards first base in foul territory, and making the catch is Bobby Hardesty. So quickly 2 up, 2 down here for the Eagles, and that brings in Kohavy. Kohavy 0 for 2, struck out in the 1st, and then grounded out to short in the 4th. As Lowman goes off speed, I believe that was a slider. And sitting fastball was Kohavy, swing and a big miss. 0-1 is the count. The 0-1 delivery. That one's grounded to short once again. Fielding is Carter and throwing over to first for the out. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down again. Go the Eagles. That's 7 in a row retired by Carson Lowman as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Last chance here for the Knights to pad the lead as they lead 1-0. Welcome back here to North County High School for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Knights lead 1-0. Only hits on the scoreboard are North County white, black, and red. As Landon Reyes steps in here, hoping to rally here and put the Knights in a more comfortable position as we head to the latter innings of this game. And offering at the first pitch breaking ball. Dickey didn't seem too happy with his landing spot as he's digging up the mound right now, but still getting Reyes to offer at the pitch in the dirt. He's ahead 0-1. Is the 0-1 delivery. That's swung on and fouled straight back. Just getting a tip on that one. 0-2. Ahead in the count here is Dickey. Here's the 0-2 delivery. A breaking ball served into the field. And, I don't know about that one. Ball was hit to shortstop and cut off there by Kohavy. And then thrown over to first. Stankiewicz fielded. And the throw appeared to beat Reyes by a split second over there at first base. Bang, bang play. But Reyes is retired. He's now 1 for 3 on the ball game. That brings up Carson Lowman. Lowman looking to help his own cause. He's been outstanding on the mound as he will swing first pitch. Knob that one over to first. Stankiewicz fields. Mark that one 3 unassisted in your scorebooks. As quickly here, 2 down in the inning, Kyle Lowman looks to get on the board here with his first hit of the ball game. He's 0 for 2 so far. He flew out to left and popped out to the third baseman in foul territory. One of 3 foul pop-outs here so far for the Knights. As he takes first pitch in there on the inside corner. Strike 1. 0-1 is the count. Working from the windup here is Mason Dickey. He winds and deals. And that will miss outside in the dirt for ball 1. One and one to count. On a beautiful day here at North County. As that one is fouled straight back. As getting a flinch out of our cameraman, Anthony Lambert. Got the fence in front of us here, but a hole in the fence here. I don't believe he's too confident in it holding up. Fence hold up for that one as a 1-2 delivery. That one's chopped foul. Fielding it in foul territories is Arnold. Staying alive in the count here is Kyle Lowman. 1-2. Something to note, the seniors here for the North County Knights, they've already had their last day of school as a foul tip into the mitt of the catcher hatch, and the side is retired. We head to the top of the 7th. Knights are 3 outs away. Carson Lowman is 3 outs away. We'll be right back to finish this one out here on the North County Sports Network. Welcome back here to North County High School as Carson Lowman, the story of the game. 10 strikeouts through 6 innings. 2 base runners have reached. One was hit by a pitch. One reached via the walk. Northeast has yet to have a base runner reach with a hit. And Lowman is 3 outs away from some history. Stepping in is Stankiewicz. He takes the first pitch right there at the knees. Stankiewicz, Dickey, and Arnold due up here for the Eagles in their half of the 7th inning. They're hoping to scratch a run across, at least one across, and keep the ball game alive. A breaking ball, swing and a miss. The pitch was in the dirt by the time Stankiewicz could get the bat around. Just the outstanding and electric stuff that Lowman has out there on the mound has powered him throughout this ball game. Here's the pitch. Swing and miss. Strike 3. And now Lowman is 2 outs away. His 11th strikeout of the ball game. And now that brings in the pitcher, Mason Dickey. He was one of the few base runners that have reached. 0 for 1. He flew out to center field and then was hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning. Lowman working here. Pitch count has to be getting up there, but I have to imagine he will at least finish out this inning. A breaking ball in there for strike 1. So we mentioned that curveball has been working to perfection. And check swing on that pitch. First base umpire says no go. Count even at 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Another pitch in the dirt that Dickey just could not hold up on. And now he's down to his final strike as well. And that pitch just missing on the outside edge. Fastball that time. Count even 2-2. Lowman sets, winds, and deals. Breaking ball, that one served into left, but under it, and making the catch is Weichert. 2 down here for Carson Lowman. The Eagles are down to their final out of the ball game. And their last hopes rely on Josh Arnold. He reached base with a walk in the 2nd and then struck out in the 4th. Here's Arnold stepping into the box. Last hope here for the Eagles. Lowman looking to finish out history. First pitch just missing on the inside edge for ball 1.
Come on, don't start squeezing that thing now.
A swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2 strikes away for Lowman. North County, when the ball has been hit into play, been great defensively. Might need one more chance here. Breaking ball in the dirt. Arnold holds off. 2-1 is the count here to Josh Arnold, the 3rd baseman for Northeast. Lowman, the lefty, sets and deals. That one just misses a little bit inside, perhaps a little bit low. In trouble here for Lowman. 3-1 is the count to Arnold. Don't want to bring it up quite yet, but history has been in the making here recently in the Baltimore area. Breaking ball, that one missing outside, and Now a 2-out base runner, the tying run at first base in the form of Josh Arnold. And he will be lifted here for a pinch runner. And officially entering the ball game here will be Ward. Pinch runner is Will Ward. He takes a spot at first base. And now stepping in is Nate Wilburn. Wilburn, 2 strikeouts in the ball game so far. 0 for 2. Time is called here at home plate. Second walk allowed and issued in the ball game for Carson Lowman. 3 base runners here for the Eagles. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt, strike 1. First strike, all so important here in the game of baseball. Allows you to open up your entire pitch arsenal for the 0-1 delivery. A quick look at the runner at first base. Back with a headlong dive was Will Ward. Nate Wilburn at the plate. 0-1 count here to the center fielder for the Eagles. Here's the delivery. Strike 2! Breaking ball right there over the heart of the plate. And now the Eagles are down to their final strike. Lowman shakes off his brother once. Finally nods his head yes. Setting up on the outside corner. Here's the pitch. That one missing in the dirt. A good block there by Kyle Lowman. Keeping Ward at first base. 1-2 is the count here to Will Ward. As I was mentioning, John Means threw a near-perfect game for the Orioles in Seattle a couple of weeks ago. And now here's the pitch for Lowman. Swing and a miss! Strike 3! And he has done it. It's a no-hitter for Carson Lowman. The final in this one, North County wins by the score of 1-0. And Carson Lowman has done it. It's a no-hitter. And what a battery. Carson Lowman pitching to his brother Kyle. They combine for a no-hitter. Final line score for Carson Lowman in this one. 7 innings pitched, a complete game no-hitter. No hits, no runs, none of them earned, of course. 2 walks, 1 hit batter, 12 strikeouts on the ledger for Carson Lowman. And he has done it. History in the making here for North County. No hits allowed by Carson Lowman. The game-winning run was scored by a Justin Haber RBI single back in the 3rd. And that was all the Knights needed. Final line score in this one. North County wins this one by the score of 1-0. 3 hits, all of them coming in the 3rd inning for the Knights. No errors defensively for the Knights. Excellent there, backing up their pitcher in an outstanding performance all around here for North County. For the Northeast Eagles, no runs on no hits, 2 errors, and a couple, 4 runners exactly, to be left on base. The final line score for their pitcher, Mason Dickey. He didn't have too bad of a ball game. 3 hits, all of them coming back in the 3rd inning. 1 run, it was an earned run. 1 walk, 1 hit batter, and 3 strikeouts. North County Knights finish things out here with a 1-0 win. We'll be right back here for a recap, and hopefully we'll get a interview with the winning pitcher and the history maker, Carson Lowman, when we come back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the North County Sports Network. All right, we're here with the winning pitcher and history maker, Carson Lowman. A complete game no-hitter for you, Carson. How's it feel?
Pretty good. After you go out and work hard all season and finally get a good result like that, it feels pretty good in the end.
What do you say to your teammates? They backed you up extremely well defensively when the ball was hit into a play. What do you got to say to your teammates, and as well as your brother backing you up there as your battery mate, coaching your way and catching his way there to lead you to that no-hitter?
Yeah, it wouldn't be possible without them. I mean, pretty amazing plays in the field, and especially Kyle back there blocked a lot of balls. That could have got guys on base, so I'm thankful for that.
Leading up here to the postseason, one more game for you guys, and it's off to the playoffs. Looking ahead, what do you guys think you have to do to have some success here leading up to the state championships?
We just have to attack at the plate, attack hitters on the mound, just basically make our plays on the or in the field, and just play all-around baseball. I think that's all we got to do.
Once again, 12 strikeouts and a complete game no-hitter for Carson Lowman. That'll do things for us here. Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
As we're finishing things up here in North County, a 1-0 win for the Knights, a complete game no-hitter for Carson Lowman, leading the Knights to victory over the Northeast Eagles. Once again, for Anthony Lambert, Mr. Lasher, and I'm Ian Binky, we'll see you next time on the North County Sports Network.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good job, hon. We're going to see you on TV one day doing this. Going to take Keith Mills' spot or somebody. I don't know, whoever.